I'm getting rid of the land. Who are we kidding? Who are we joking here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm about to copy this thing anyways, right? We got the 2 blue, we got the 2 green. Alright, so we're all good on that front. And now do I just get down to Blex? Or do I use search for Blex? We don't really have the life to do that other one there, so we'll just get down Blex. You never know. We may find an augmenter. Pugilist, fisticuffs. Maybe. Anyways, we got 2, 3, 4 bodies down, one of which we can actually, you know, get rid of. The 1/1 insect that was created earlier can now be a 2/2. Thanks to good old Blexy boy. What's up, everybody? My name's Chance. Today we're going to be diving into a Blex Vexing Pest Swarm deck. Blex's Mutated Swarm deck. I meant to put Mutated in the title there, and I forgot all about it. Anyways, it's a 3 mana 3/2 that is a legendary creature. It's a pest, and it reads other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. When Blex Vexing Pest dies, you gain 4 life, which, you know, hopefully it won't be dying. Then on the flip side, we can pay 4 mana, 2 and 2 black, search for Blex. Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put any number of them into your hand and the rest into your graveyard. You lose 3 life for each card you put into your hand this way, which, you know, seems fair enough. You can basically look at the top 5 cards, end up paying around 6 life to gain 2 really incredible cards that could probably end up, you know, swinging the tides. So the nice thing about Blex here, the thing that we're going to be focusing on, is that little part right there at the beginning that says other pests, bats, insects, snakes, and spiders you control get +1/+1. I thought about this for a while, and I was like, man, how can we get Blex to affect other Blexes? You know what I mean? We could try and get down a whole lot of creatures and then use Pugilist, the fisticuffs, and the echoing equation, of course, to just turn everything into Blex. And naturally, that led me to, how do I get down a whole bunch of creatures? And naturally, that led me to Scute Swarm. And then what do you get whenever you play Scute Swarm? Where you play Mutate. So one thing led to another, and now we're playing a Blex Scute Swarm Mutate deck, and I think it's going to be really rather beautiful. Actually, I can attest for it. It is beautiful. Had a couple matches this morning. Granted, power went out in one of them, so y'all won't get to see that one, and that's a shame because honestly, that was my favorite one. But outside of that, it's a fun deck. It's a cool deck. We get to ramp. We get to play some Sterix. We get to play some Comas, some Great Hinges. We have a lot of fun stuff. And, of course, Blex in the deck. So, get down, Scute Swarm. You mutate onto it. You know, you do the stuff that we've been doing with these Scute Swarm decks. So, just mutate. Get down as many as you can. Get down a good old Blexy boy. And then you can echoing equation. Turn everything into Blex. Everything changes to a 3/2. But then everything increases the power of everything. Does that make sense? So all of your creatures become this pest, which increase the power of all your other pests. So everything is just increasing everything. And I just thought that was really, really cool. Now another cool thing with echoing equation and the Scute Swarm stuff is since we're mutating and we're going to be copying the creature, mutate creatures, the way that they work is the creature is that creature plus all of the creatures underneath it, technically. So if we were to use echoing equation onto a mutated creature, it would end up having, I believe, it would end up having all of the abilities of all of the creatures that are stacked on that creature. For example, if we were to have a Batra and or a Dirgebat, whatever you want to call it, and a Gem Razor mutated onto a Jaspera Sentinel, so that has, you know, reach and trample and flying and all that kind of stuff. And then we copy it, I think all of the creatures would have the reach and trample and flying. Could be wrong, but I think that's how that works. Anyways, then on the flip side of that, we have the 3 mana 3/3, the Troll Druid, which you can mutate down onto, so that's nice. Has trample, and as long as you control 8 or more lands, then it gets +5/+5. The way I like to do the Pugilist, the Fisticuffs, it's a very fun card. It can be a little dangerous, yes, I know. I just always run 2. Run 3 if you're just super psyched about it. You're all in on Jank. But 2 is a safe number. 1, you can get this card down, then you always have the chance of drawing the flip side of it, then you can turn everything into the Fisticuffs and have a whole bunch of 8/8 tramplers, which is generally enough to win the game, right? And you're not overly flooding your deck with something that's janky, right? Anyways, moving us right along, we have the normal slew of mutate cards, right? The Gem Razors, the Great Horns. I'm actually not focusing incredibly on the Gem Razor, even though I know the meta we could do very well if we added more Gem Razors in. I like the idea of the Great Horn because we're going for the Scute Swarm and the Blex, that whole combo. I'm not focused on efficiency wise. If you want to cut these, add those, you know, do whatever, make it your deck, as I always recommend. Focusing on the newer cards here, we have the Cultivator, which is really nice. Again, this is a card that you can mutate down onto. It's a little expensive as it is a 4-mana creature, so it's around the same place that the Great Horn would be anyways. However, the nice thing is it pulls out of land and it enters untapped. So you can play this down on turn 4 and have 1 mana for that unsummon, or for the Sentinel, or for the Snakeskin, whatever may you have it. Also, you could pull it out and then, you know, 1 comes 2 and allows you to have mana for Decisive Denial, which is a excellent card and one of the new cards in the deck. If you're playing a deck like this that has, you know, good amount of creatures in it, you know they're all fairly beefy, you don't mind them getting in a tussle or two, Decisive Denial is beautiful. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 3. So you can't counter creature spells, but enchantments, artifacts, planeswalkers, you know, all that stuff. Instant sorceries, you can get rid of it. And paying 3, that's a hefty toll. So super good card. Then on the flip side of that, you can have target creature you control fight target creature you don't control. So you still have a way of interacting with creatures even if you can't counter them, right? I think that pretty much does it for the deck. You know, we have Sterix, which means at any point, at any given point, we can pull out a Coma and a Great Hinge for completely free. We could pull out a Blex for free. Like, there's so much stuff that we could do there with this card. Pouncing Shore Shark does its normal stuff, and of course Coma in the top end is really nice for, again, the echoing equation. We can turn all of the Coma snakes into Coma itself. We can turn all of our Scute Swarms into Comas. Like, you know, it's really open to a lot of possibilities here. Now, this is a custom brew, so it's best of 1, and we don't have a sideboard. And as always with all of my custom, I don't know. Sometimes my English is bad, y'all know that. I recommend you make it your own deck. So I tend to build mine a little more on the janky side, and definitely more towards I want to see this combo because, well, I'm trying to show you something here today, right? I'm trying to show you the cool aspects. So, you know, make it more reasonable, make it more efficient, make it more yours for sure, and then come back and tell me what you think. Don't go copy this deck card for card and then come back and be like, damn, Chance, your deck sucks. Because yeah, you know, I played a lot of y'all's decks too, and sucks playing any deck for the first time, right? I think we can all attest to that. So go make it yours, go make it your own deck, and come back and give me your feedback, all right? If it sucks after that, well, you know, whatever. Anyways, thanks everybody for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section if you have anything you'd like to add to this or that or whatever. And of course, subscribe if you're new here and you want to see more content. Without further ado, we're going to dive into the Blex Mutated Swarm. Lido. I don't know. We're going to keep this hand. We got the Sentinel. We got the baby Godzilla. And, you know, we've already had a little power problem this morning. As I was playing through our first match, the power flickered through my area because, you know, pretty much if there is a storm, if there's any kind of wind blowing around, that's usually what happens out here. You know, our power grid is just not the best. We live on the outskirts of a small town, so anyone that shares that sort of living situation, you can attest to how sturdy some of the structures are, right? Robber of the rich, not gonna get through, not even gonna attack, actually. Yeah, get out of here, robber. You robbing, not me. Not I. Not today. So I could go ahead and get down Scute Swarm and play Fabled and get down 2 1/1s, which, you know, it does stack our board rather nicely. But it takes away the Polywog. Yeah, let's just play Scute. Let's avoid all that fanciful shit for right now. All that fanciful stuff, sorry. I've been trying to minimize cussing when it's unneeded, you know. There's a few situations here and there where you're like, no, that just sounds good, okay? It just sounds alright. I don't trust you, Mono Red, if that is your real name. I felt like they had a Rimrock, you know what I mean? I don't wanna. So we're at 5 mana, which is 2 away from Coma here. If I put down Fabled, we can get a whole lot of 1/1s down, and I think I am going to go ahead and play that. Whoa. Settle down there, clear. I wish I could find some mutate creatures somewhere within thy deck, or Blex, or search for Blex. You know, however you want to do that game. I am gonna go ahead and grab a swamp. This way, if we do find some black mana somewhere in the future, we can, you know, use the Dirge map, or you know, excuse me. Whenever I have coffee in the morning, the syrup doesn't agree with me all the time. It's just a Starbucks coffee. It's not like I'm pouring maple syrup in my coffee. Don't get crazy. Don't get crazy. Okay. I really don't want to die just off the Ripperoonie to the Mono Red, but I'm not really willing to sacrifice my combo creatures either. Y'all know me. It'll be alright. We'll be okay. So we're at 5 mana. This will be 6, which means, you know, one more turn. Bro. I needed her. Alright, it's fine. We're going to find a cool, awesome mutate creature here. Not Asterix, because that'd just be ironic. Alright, yeah. You. Very nice. Migratory onto the Scute swamp. So Blex is good, but we're about to put the migratory on top of the Scute swarm, so that whole little combo is sort of going to be taken to the wayside here. Coma's fantastic, but we are, well, no, we won't be. I really want to get the Coma down, I'm not going to lie. But I can't. I'm getting rid of the land. Who are we kidding? Who are we joking here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm about to copy this thing anyways, right? We got the 2 blue, we got the 2 green. Alright, so we're all good on that front. And now do I just get down to Blex? Or do I use search for Blex? We don't really have the life to do that other one there, so we'll just get down Blex. You never know. We may find an augmenter. Pugilist Fisticuffs. Maybe. Anyways, we got 2, 3, 4 bodies down, one of which we can actually, you know, get rid of. The 1/1 insect that was created earlier can now be a 2/2. Thanks to good old Blexy boy. Blexin is vexin. Sort of like flexin, but, you know, his snarl more so over. So this should be a... Excuse me. This should be okay for us. Gotta discard that land. I ain't discarding no Coma. Don't put me into a coma if I think about something like that. Alright, so we really shouldn't mutate down into this migratory anymore. Because, you know, we got all we need right there, baby. All we need in a bag of cheese. No attacks. We should be good at this point, right? We can pretty solidly block with all these 3/4s. Then, of course, we got enough land to play the Coma down. Ah, is that a freaking flyer, man? You throwing a freaking flyer at me? Let's double block on that Rimrock. I'd hate for it to catch an Embercleave. Oh no, it can't catch an Embercleave. Lido, they said, oh no. All right, well that was fun. Didolphus, not to be confused with the dolphin. We'll keep this hand. You know, these snarls, I like to think that they're good, but I keep getting hit in these situations where it's like, I have a snarl, but I don't have a basic. I feel like they're good if you don't have the pathways. Maybe, if you're just playing triomes and snarls. I feel like that's alright. Did I say triomes? Part of me feels like I said pathways that second time through. Hey, whatever. We're gonna get down the snarl and we'll throw down a sentinel there after. They're playing mono green snow. Snow. Don't drop a Edgewall Innkeeper. Don't do it. Okay, that I can live with that. I can live with that. So I'm gonna get down Jaspera. Good old JS. And I think just the island. Just keep it simple. Just keep it simple. On our next turn, we'll have mana for Decisive Denial and Snakeskin if we want it. Of course, they're going to have a Love Struck, so it's a little bit bigger than what I'm really offering. What I'm willing to offer. Of Quadrinx Cultivator. I'm always tempted to just ignore that black mana for right now. Now, I can go ahead and mutate a Great Horn onto the Sentinel. That does give us a 3/4. Not that that can block the Love Struck, but it does put another land onto our board this turn. I do lose the ability to use Snakeskin and Decisive Denial. But, I mean, next turn we'll be up to 5 mana, and I could use Quadrinx, and then we'd be up to 2 more. Yeah, this has got to be the play. This has to be it. So then next turn we'll also be able to use Quadrinx to do stuff. So I'm gonna get down green mana and no attacks. I really love the fact that our Sentinel has reach. Bruh. Bruh. Come on. Come on. I let my defenses down for like 2 seconds, and you gotta swoop in there, huh? Yeah. All right, fine. All right, so I can go for the Cultivator, plus I have 1 mana for the Snakeskin. Still not gonna be big enough to deal with Love Struck. We're a few off from the Pugilist, the Fisticuffs doing his stuff. 2 off to be exact. 1 off actually if we use this. But if I'm gonna do that, let's see, I have double green, I have double blue. I do need to start getting some black mana down, so if I... What's going on? What's going on? Stop! No! Somebody! Server, come back! Don't tell me my internet. The power went out, but I assume the internet came back. Oh no, there we are. Okay. Well, it's just acting as if I didn't do anything. Big action. Grab some blue. Let me minimize that out. Next combat, in turn. Alright, so we have Snakeskin and we have Decisive Denial. I don't know if that was a reader problem or a me problem. Garuk. How about no? I like Decisive Denial. It's such a good card. It's such a good card. Alright, so now we take it on the face a little bit. Just a teeny tad. We're gonna go down to 7 life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 1 more, buddy. You just need 1 more. Ooh, whoa. That's what I like to see. Give me that Scute Swarm, baby. Alright, so now we have enough for a Dirge Bat just naturally, which I like to be in that position. Just personally, if you're asking me, I like to. Alright, we got a Snakeskin. We can at least protect some stuff. I might have to chum block with the little Scute Swarm here, but so is life, you know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, 7. Alright. Show me your worst, opponent. They're gonna definitely swing in with the Love Struck, yeah. And with the Ooze, come on, give me a break. Give me a little break-a-reno. It's fine, we'll block like this. That way Cultivator stays alive, we take out the Ooze, or maybe. How many other creatures we got? That's it? Alright, well that's fine, I'll resolve that. I'm not gonna pass the damage though. I am gonna use Snakeskin Veil, if at all possible. Come on. Roll the dice. Let's go. Hey. It hit. Not gonna lie, that's like when you're playing Yahtzee and you're like, hey, I could roll a full house. I could do it. And then you do it and you're like, oh. Well, okay then. Yes, I can. Anyways, another Love Struck coming to the board. That's a land. That is a land, ladies and gents. You know what that means? That's correct. Our Pugilist, our Pugilist, our Fisticuffs is an 8/8. Alright, so we're making some headway. We got some big stuff coming, happening. If I could find if I could find the other fist, yo, deck, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whatever. At least I have Scute Swarm. If this wasn't a Scute Swarm deck, That would feel like a real kick. Now, don't get me wrong, I've drawn some lands out myself, you know? Oh, well. You know? At least two lands have been drawn out for myself. So that's only 7, realistically, that I've hit. But still, I have 9 lands. I shouldn't be seeing it anymore. Will you please just stop? You freaking fool. Alright, so let's block where we know we need to block, you know what I mean? Do I need to block with you, though? That's the real question. Or could I do something like that? Would I rather have the Pugilist, the Fisticuff, stick around? Because, again, if I can copy him, if I can find the other one, that's 24 damage right there, ladies and gents. That's enough to push through. 22. This has got to be the way. This has got to be the answer. I know they're getting to keep their Elder Gargaroth, but whatever trickery they may have had, they won't get to do. Or maybe that was it. Maybe they didn't have any trickery and they're just like, oh, what a dumbass. Yeah, it happens. Sometimes I play myself. I am my own worst enemies. Enemies? There's multiple. Better watch out, Chance. I'll get you. You know, Didolphus, this is what happens whenever you leave me to... Oh, that's okay. That's okay, actually, because we still have a Scute. And as long as there's still a boot to scoot along this swarm, we'll be okay. That's not true, actually. That's a GG there. Great Hinge, not gonna do it. Not gonna be enough. If I could have found that earlier, maybe. Maybe so. Sumi. Alright, I think we faced you before. You're gonna be nice, right? You're gonna be kind to us. Because here recently, I faced Boros Winota, I faced Mono Red Aggro, and I'm not gonna lie, I was a fan of neither. They were both a couple of assholes. I kept this hand. I realized that I have double Sterix and then... Kasumi. Kasumi. we can talk about this, okay? We can talk. We can have a little... We can chat. Man to man. No. Oh, no. Kasumi wa. Alright. Well. Oh. Hey. It's not Mono Red. Let's go. Oh, I would so much rather my creature just be immediately taken out by Frostbite and me have that huge heart attack than for it to actually be Mono Red. Okay. Alright. Well. That's okay. That's alright. Thank you, Kasumi. You've returned to normal for me. Unfortunately, that black mana that we drew, yeah, it was our basic swamp. Not gonna lie, I didn't expect that to happen through all the Snarls, Pathways, Triumph we have. But, yeah, okay. Sure. Sure. Okay, let's get down to Migratory, or do we just wait? I really want to get down that Batcher. Really want to get down that Batcher before I get down to Migratory. You have no idea how much I want to do that. I can't just play a Migratory into a blank board, right? Fuck. I have to. You can't not play something when you got the opportunity. If I hit a land on the next turn, maybe I'll slap down a Sterix too while I'm at it. Who knows? Man. That sucks that we have this swamp on the board. Definitely don't add in another swamp to your deck. That's not the solution to the problem here, but yeah, I like to think that I saw that one coming. Okie dokie, Kasumi. You're a smart one, aren't you? You're just a big old smart cookie. Big old smart cookie there. Alright, I'll quit being snide, maybe. We're at 4 mana. If I could find a creature... Well, hey, they found one. They found one. My turn. My turn. Okay. Alright. So, I mean, we got the Sterix, I guess. This is just rough. I'm not gonna lie, I'm having a little bit of a rough morning. Power went out. on the first game, which was a good game. It was a fun game. Things were going great. I was mutating stuff. I was in the middle of countering a Brazen Borrow with a Decisive Denial. And now I got this stuff to deal with. I got a 4-3 and a 4-4. I got 8 life. I got 0 cards to efficiently freaking game. You think you're funny. You just think you're a hoot and a freaking fracking half, huh? Alrighty. Well, I mean, we can mutate down the Atro to get rid of the gold spam. I don't see this going very well for us, I'm not gonna lie. I could also just mutate the Sterix down, then we have a big 6-6, which could block the gold span and maybe get us a little something extra. But I think they're gonna counter whatever I play here, like realistically. So let's go for the big play. If I'm gonna get countered, I'm going big. I'm not going home. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna go die on the inside.